live from Santa Monica. It's Bill. I gotta work on that, but I like that better than all the other stuff I said. Um, so anyway, I realized that I was looking at the bike. I think I already said, now that it's 3 steps away from something, and I like it more than the way I liked it. So now I have to finish what he started. So I'm gonna. I already started things in my mind to work on. I can tell you what I'm doing while I modified this bike. None of this is what I was asking for. It's just since I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it. And it turns out it's a steel frame, so it's gonna be easy for me. Anybody can weld it, but steel's a little easier to deal with. I can actually weld steel out here on the streets, but I wouldn't show you how to do that. But like I said, you can negotiate anywhere, say, anything. That's what my goal is. If we can do it, anybody can do this. So, because of the other issue I'm having with the storage unit and all of that, I am getting that fixed. I've got some really good progress. Like I said, I do something with that every day, but I don't want to discuss it and then I have to explain why it didn't happen. So until it's firmed up, stuff happens, but not necessarily stuff that's worth talking about. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm gonna trick this thing out. I haven't really decided which direction I'm gonna go. I'm either gonna go cruiser chrome or the way it rides is cruiser contemporary is what I call it, and there's middle grounds on that. You can have pastels for gay / lesbian / female riders and male. There's all sorts of different color schemes. So if I do it, it's probably going to be, I've always wanted to do purple and lime. And since the bike is not really, it's not even close to purple. That'd be a stretch if I said. It's probably one of the colors if you mixed up purple, it's got to be in there, right? At least I hope some of the colors are, because it's blue. And I don't know how I'm going to paint it yet, but I would have to say that that's the colors. Blue, and lime green. And I already started thinking about it, so we're going to do this thing all out. We're going to have a suspension. I'm not sure. We're either going to do a soft tail suspension, like a Harley, or we'll definitely have Springer front end. I love Springer front ends, almost every bike I have. Then I was going to do 3-piece cranks, but I think I can make a generator inside of the crank. I know I can. I have it pictured in my mind. So that'll be generator electricity right there. And it's in a great spot for it. So I'm going to do all sorts of little things like that. We might rake it. I'm not certain yet. Rake would actually help with the handlebar bending. So I got to make that decision before I start bending the bars. And the bars right now are not comfortable for me. So I either have to move them down or leave them. I leave them because it irritates me, and I remind myself why it irritates me and what I'm supposed to do. If you I've been that way my whole life. If I do something just enough to satisfy the noise that whatever it is that's making, and yes, that could be your girlfriend, wife, your parents, whatever it is. It's a noise, and you're getting rid of it. If you only get rid of it enough to quiet it up, the problem's still there. So, if I take on a job, I take it on until it's finished, and I don't finish until it's right. That's why I got to do finish trim in a $138 million home. You don't get to do that if you're not. I hate to say the best, but there's always somebody better. So one of the better. But anyway, let's think about something. That bike's a great topic, especially it gives me some time on here that I have to get to keep my habit. I got to do it anyway, because otherwise it will bother me until I fix it. I think I could be the actual monk, only he's only afraid of germs. I have to be. I mean, I'm a perfectionist. I always was, and now everything has to be perfect. I mean, I can make reasons for it to not be perfect, but I have to make a reason for it. You know, if I'm gonna have the house is gonna be dirty, I'm gonna have guests over every day. That's the reason. Literally, that's what has to happen. So, you know, I told you, it's, the fantasy ever meeting a woman that's gonna put up with me. It was a, I'm sorry, it was a miracle to ever find one. Never mind, dude. This, you know, I am the proverbial. why, why do you think I married her before I had any chance? I didn't know she was gonna live or die when I married her, but I wanted to know that she was my wife. That's why we got married. And anyway, I'm not gonna be sad about that ever again. I got through it yesterday, and that's the last time. Everything I ever think about my wife from now on is gonna be pleasant, because it was everything except for the part where she passed away, and all of that was pleasant. And I know that because we were together almost 11 years. Well, over 11, almost 12. I only count the 11 that were good. Uh, there's some parts of the 12th that were that were good, but I like to keep my memory where I know it was good. That's why the other day that it really bothered me. I'd forgotten about all of that. Uh, I just didn't want to go there. So, but I'm better now. I have it all stocked away, and I just won't go any further than that. But that's far enough, because that finishes. I don't know if I ever finished that story, but we didn't have it at the wedding. Her, the actual large stone. I know I told you about that. I don't know if I told you it. So we, because it was at the hospital on the 6-hour day that it took it already. Taken already. Blah, blah, blah. I know I covered all that. Maybe I did tell you. Anyway, and I had gotten, if I didn't tell you this part, I'll forget it all. If I didn't tell you all of this part, the end of that story is that I had, when we got married in the hospital, we didn't have it. When we were at the house, at the Ocean House, we didn't, without a priest or anything, because we were legal, we just redid our vows with each other, and I put that ring on her finger. And I may promise to her, and she made a promise to me. We both kept it. So, I'm happy. I'm very happy. So, what did we do for funny today? Oh, this isn't funny. I'll get this out of the way. Jack's been by once. I said hi. He was very polite. I said, hey, brother. He's already negotiated the CD FM MP3 player thingy. The bike's gone, the basket, all that's gone. Coffee maker that he was going to use to make coffee with every morning, gone. Looks frazzled when he walked by. I mean, just wore right out again. And a friend of mine was sitting with me when he walked by, and I said hi and everything else, and he knows what I was doing. He says, what's going on? I explained it to him. I said, I gave him 2 days to get off whatever he was on. I said he was doing just fine. I said, I also told him right from the beginning, that this wasn't a free ride. Gotta pull your weight. I said, I'm asking him to go and get one of 4 things, and he can't do that. I said, he's not ready. I said, I've already got nearly $200 into him. I can afford it, I don't care, but I ain't going over. So, that's it. And I told him all of this. So, I said, if when he walked by, it was so close, time-wise, I would have let him go. It's over, almost 2 hours ago now, so I know he's not. But if he'd have gone and went and found one of I know they're still there because I saw him this morning. So, if he'd have done any of those things and came here and said, I'm still wanting to learn, I'd have said, I'm sorry you lost all that stuff, but that's your problem now. But let's show you how to do this. Nope. So, now he's at the back of the list. And, I feel bad for him. I don't feel bad for me. And my friend that was sitting there, he says, you're pretty rough. I said, I'm not rough. I said, I explained all of this to him before we even started. I said, so if he had a problem, he should have said something then. He's like, well, you got it. He said, and then he had a story which I won't bother telling you, which aligns with mine. He said, so I don't blame you. I said, well, it's my money. His life, my money. How you doing, brother? Okay. Have a good day, man. Okay. So, anyway, that's that. Oh, yeah. It's not really funny. I'll tell you something funny so we can have a good laugh. And I say we. There is no we. It's me and this phone. Let's see, what did I do that was funny? That's not the problem. It's which one to pick from. Let me think about it. Just a regular story. I'm sorry. Now I'm gonna have I just had I told you I look at the bike and I keep thinking up new things. I'll show you what I just saw, and that'll be a good way to end it. I didn't know how I wanted to upholster my seat. I'm gonna do it all in leather. Now I know I want it to be black. But I'm going to use one of the 2 colors, which is going to be lime or purple, and I don't know that yet. But the center is going to be one of those 2, and then the piping will be the 3rd color. So I'll show you what I got. and then I'll tell you what I'm going to do with it. This is the seat, and I saw the white and the transition there. I'm going to have it upholstered to be a Ace of Spades. So that's going to be the theme of the whole bike now, is we're going to make everything about cards and the Ace of Spades. And that'll be and it's going to be, depending on how you walk up to it, it'll be either backwards or forwards. I'll see how I won't know until we start stitching it up. I'm not going to stitch it myself. I don't have the equipment, but I'll find somebody somehow. I'll make a deal. But I'm going to build it from the ground up. When it gets to where we can start doing, I really think I'm going to be close on storage soon here. That's close enough for me to work on. It's bigger, so I won't have to move again. All of this, so it's in the works. I just got a lot of little things to tie up. But anyway, that'll be a good thing. And it just came to me, so that's perfect. Any time I've ever built anything like this, that's what happens. So that's what it's going to be. It's going to be that Ace of Spades. Well, whichever one. It's going to be the ace of one of the cards that fits that seat. Again, I forgot that I can make that seat anything I want. So we're going to see. I don't know yet, but it's going to be a card of some sort. And the ace, it's going to be that seat now, because that's what I see.
Have a nice one.
You do the same, hon. Have a great evening. Thank you. So, yeah, I know what it's good at. I know the shape. I don't know the card yet. But I know the shape's going to be that, or close to it. I might have to form the seat differently to make the whatever I want on there. But I'm going to make whatever I have to make it the way I want it. We're going to do it out here on the street. And whatever I'm doing on this can be used to work building the cart. Not necessarily, it's educational, and it's stuff you're going to use in building a cart. You just got to be able to you're going to find stuff that you can't figure out what you're going to use it for, but it's just going to be, yeah, I can use this, I think, and just grab it. The best thing is, this is what's going to happen, and it's going to happen to you no matter what, because it still happens to me, and I've been doing this 20-something years. But you can't carry everything, you can't store everything, blah, blah, blah. You know the deal. So you got to sacrifice stuff, and I swear to God, you're going to, because you're starting to look for stuff more and more, it's going to happen more and more. You're going to be like, oh man, I just saw that. Oh, I could have said, the more you start seeing uses for stuff, I see uses for stuff people can't even begin. And I had a creative mind in the beginning, but the salvage art is just like I was doing. I was just sitting here trying to figure out a topic, and I see the emblem on the card on the seat. That's how it works. I gotta talk about it. It's not anything funny, but now I know. See, now I'll show you another thing. I just saw it. This is the part that keeps your seat from sliding down. So, and the way I have it here, it will work perfectly. I can carve all of this away and make a skull right there, and because it's all hollowed out, I can put a wire through the back, and I can put a light inside there so that it can be lit up, and then I'll put whatever I got to over each end so it doesn't shine out, and it'll have eyes and a mouth or whatever I make on it right there, and then I'll just make that come down as a big enough chin where it can be pushed, and you get the idea. I haven't made it yet, but I'm going to start tonight. That's tonight's little chore. I got all the stuff I need back at my camp. So, I'll show you. I got to draw it on there with a marker. I got to do the whole thing. That'll be tonight, right before I start piling it up. I'll probably do a couple of steps and videotape it. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that's a good enough positive note for me, because I see it right now, and This is 20 minutes. Perfect. All right. One more, last one. I don't know. I got so much free time. I think I'm doing a lot more of these than I need to. I need to get my butt up. Start making more. I'll figure it out. I know I'm being lazy. All right. I'll talk to you later. Everyone be safe, happy, and smile. Bye-bye.